Happening now, Jamestown's mayor is outlining what a post-COVID world could look like here locally, plus a wind turbine protest takes center stage.
Well, we're not done with that heat and humidity quite yet, and we've got some rain on the way. We'll talk about it next as the news at noon starts now.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now. This is WNY News Now with live breaking news.
Well, masks will not be needed outside of public schools here in New York State. Thank you for joining us for WNY News Now. I'm Justin Gould. Governor Andrew Cuomo, during a press briefing just now, announced the policy change and says it's now up to local districts to set specific policies at their school. Now, in a letter to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention last week, New York State's Health Commissioner Dr. Howard Zucker announced students in grades kindergarten through 12th would no longer have to bring their masks with them to class. However, the Education Department last night told superintendents statewide in a letter that it was to get a response from the agency about contradictions in its guidelines. Well, letters went on to say that the schools should continue to enforce their mask mandates and there will be no change right now. However, now the governor is saying that's up to local districts. We are awaiting further comments from Governor Cuomo, and we'll update our reporting online at WNYNewsNow.com as this story develops. Well, a Jamestown man will spend 1 year behind bars connected to a prison contraband case here in Chautauqua County. The Chautauqua County District Attorney's Office says that 22-year-old Bracken Warren previously pled guilty to first-degree felony attempted promoting prison contraband and petty larceny. Warren was sentenced by Judge David Foley today to 1 year in Chautauqua County Jail. The Lakewood Bust-Eye Police Department assisted in his initial arrest. Well, a group of residents in Chautauqua County are calling on the state DEC to take action amid environmental impacts caused by wind turbine installation efforts. WNY News Now's Jason Ruttman with the story for us.
Several people spoke out in protest on Saturday against both the Cassadaga wind project and subsequent fracking that is taking place. Many picketers are concerned about drilling related to the installation process, which last week caused a heavy flow of mud in the area. Specifically, many residents like John Conway are upset about the frack out, as it's called, which is now impacting a nearby wetland area.
The only thing green about this project is the green money. It makes me sad, it makes me angry. I've cried over it just to see what we've done to this beautiful land we had. Picketers
held signs with messages like Cassadaga Wind, you've ruined Chautauqua County, and Cassadaga Wind, you turned my water brown. Would you drink it? During the hour-long demonstration. The group is now sending a petition to the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, which Dr. Mark Twitchell says calls for the immediate pause of work not just in Cherry Creek, but statewide. Twitchell, who headed the petition attempt, noted other issues associated with the construction and use of wind turbines as well.
They agreed that there would be no forest clearing, no clear cutting of forests for the installation of the wind turbines during the maternal nesting season of birds and bats. Well, the wind company petitioned the siting board to allow them to clear the forests during the maternal season. And the DEC backpedaled and said, well, it doesn't really make any difference. It's not going to have an adverse environmental impact.
Twitchell furthered that noise from the wind turbines hurts residents' sleep patterns and limits their ability to spend time outside.
The DEC had published earlier a finding that industrial noise in residential neighborhoods should not exceed 7 decibels above the ambient noise level. But then they allowed the wind company to create noise at 3 or 4 times the ambient noise level of the community.
Jason Ruttman, WNY News Now.
Jason, thank you. In total, 48 turbines are part of the Cassadaga Wind project that spans from the towns of Cherry Creek to Charlotte. Well, a firefighter in Chautauqua County is receiving recognition for his life-saving actions. The Ripley Hose Company announced that Chief Mark Smith has been named Firefighter of the Year in Chautauqua County. Smith was first nominated for the award after saving a woman trapped inside of a burning house. At the time, he was assisted by bystanders to help save that woman from smoke and flames. Well, the heroic first responder was presented the award during a ceremony held by the Ripley VFW. Certainly a true hero in our community, and we thank him for his service. And we thank you for tuning in to WNY News Now. Let us know what you think about these stories and more in the comments down below, as we always love to hear from you as we start off a brand new week. It's great to see Fred, good to see Kendra, good to see Cindy, and Aaron as well. Hopefully you're all doing well. Fred says one thing that he really likes to see is the lights on City Hall at night were very, very nice. And really, they have been. And it's been great weather to get out and enjoy. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter joining us live with a first look at our forecast on this Monday. Beautiful weekend, Dakota. And I hear an even nicer week weather-wise, if you like the heat anyways.
Yes, I mean, if you like the heat and the humidity, we've got more of it on the way, but we've got some rain. And speaking about the lights on City Hall, we have a viewer picture of that, which we'll show coming up a little bit later on in the show. It looks really amazing. So right now in Salamanca, 80 degrees, but look at that dew point at 64. That is going to be the main culprit today. With this high amount of humidity we have in the air, you're going to be feeling it out there today. The satellite and radar composite, yeah, we have just a few of these little light returns down in northwestern Pennsylvania. That's pretty much about it for now, but there will be the chance for pop-up scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon. Some of these could contain some heavy downpours as well. So where you get a shower or a storm, you could get some good rainfall totals out of it. 81 was the high yesterday, started the day at 63, so it was a mild and muggy start to the day. 92 and 35 are the record highs and lows for this day. So through the afternoon, it's basically going to be partly to mostly sunny, but scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms are going to be popping up through the day. And again, it's random locations, so we can't tell you when or where it's going to rain. It's just going to pop up at random, so be ready for them. And some of them could contain some heavy downpours, warm and muggy, 75 at the Lake Erie water to 85 well inland, with a southwest wind 6 to 14 miles per hour. Now tomorrow and Wednesday, a better chance for rain showers. Some of them once again could be heavy. Then we start to back down the heat and humidity. We'll talk about it a little bit with that 7-day forecast later in the show.
All right, Dakota, we're looking forward to that. About 10 minutes time. Thank you. Chautauqua County is working to create a public service announcement campaign to help boost COVID-19 vaccination numbers. County Executive P.J. Wendell, speaking during a virtual event last Friday, explained that those who received their vaccinations outside of the county are not included in the county's final vaccination total. He says in order to get those numbers logged into the state and county system, residents need to contact the county health department to provide a proof of vaccination. As for those who remain skeptical to get the shot, Wendell recommends talking to their primary care provider about their options.
Forcing people to get vaccinated is a challenge and really isn't, something that's ethical. So now we have to look at how do we encourage people to do that. The messaging, reaching out to your primary physician is the key. They're the ones you trust. They're the ones who are going to guide you with the best decision.
Now, vaccination efforts countywide have now shifted towards smaller clinics at schools and other local facilities. Over the weekend, the county health department reported its lowest coronavirus activity since last fall. Well, the post-pandemic world may present new opportunities for those living in Jamestown, or at least that's the hope of the city's mayor. WNY News Now's Julia Gress joining us live in studio with more on What's the Word from Mayor Sundquist. Julia.
Thanks, Justin. Jamestown Mayor Eddie Sundquist is talking about how local businesses adapted to the global pandemic and now how in many cases show signs of growth. For example, the mayor says the food service industry, which faced severe hardships due to the restrictions last year, will likely keep services such as curbside pickup and delivery. They will also put greater focus on elements like indoor dining.
It is great to see, and we hear from a lot of the restaurants that are reopening at full capacity. It's great to be here on a weekend and to see the number of people that are downtown enjoying all of the things that we have, to see visitors from different states come and enjoy the National Comedy Center and the Robert H. Jackson Center and all of the different museums and to take part in some of the businesses that we have here is really great.
The mayor explains that many businesses that shifted production during the shutdown are continuing with the newfound model to this day.
What gets me the most is as I go and I talk to manufacturing companies that have found unique and new opportunities during this pandemic to not only shift gears to change their business model, but are thriving.
Specifically, he said Jamestown's long-standing role in the furniture industry has been revitalized by pandemic-related changes.
When you often would see those things go overseas, you're now seeing them being made domestically. And that's a great thing. We've seen other manufacturers that have turned on a dime to make PPE and other opportunities, and that's not going away.
Many businesses also switched to an online model during the shutdown, which has increased their sales.
We've seen businesses that, you could only have to go to a remote corner of the county to get something, now selling to the world online. They're killing it. They're doing a great job here in the city because they have a low cost of operations, but they can now market and sell to the entire United States.
That's exactly what the owner of Full Moon Rising Bakery, Andrea Latona, took advantage of.
During the pandemic, I opened the Etsy page and it took off. Ridiculous. I've been shipping all over to huge companies, Apple, Pinterest.
Latona says those tech giants were a great boost to her business. The only thing she wished she did differently?
I should have done it much sooner than we did, but I'm glad I finally did.
Her success story, the mayor hopes, will encourage entrepreneurs to the area as well.
I think that's one of the opportunities that we have as a city is to attract those individuals here to the city to live, to work, to play, to do whatever you want, right? And I think this is such a low cost opportunity that you can do that. But more importantly, we recognize the need for incubator space, for co-working spaces, because the new norm is going to be partially at your house and partially at a physical space.
Last week, Sunquist's office launched an initiative to court future marijuana growth operations. Those who might be interested in Jamestown are encouraged to contact the Department of Development for help getting started. Learn more online at jamestownNewYork.gov. Justin, back to you.
All right, Julia, thank you. Coming up, what happened after a man punched a paramedic following a crash in Cattaraugus County? And later, our area's connection to youth baseball is getting some recognition. Stay with us as WNY News Now continues.
With coverage that matters. This is WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvanna Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Honest John's has what you're looking for. When you want it good, we're gonna give you lots more.
From freshly made subs to the best of pizza and wings, Honest John's has what you're looking for. And now 2 great locations, East 2nd Street and Fairmount Avenue. Order takeout or delivery today online at honestjohns.pizza.
You're gonna get it good at Honest John's.
Have the best summer ever with endless adventures at Girl Scout Summer Camp. Financial aid available, open to all girls. For more information, call or go to gswny.org.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
A 42-year-old man is facing charges after allegedly punching a paramedic following a motor vehicle crash in Cattaraugus County last week. The Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office tells us that Joshua Johns was involved in a Thursday evening crash on Route 62 in the town of Dayton. He was arrested after allegedly punching a paramedic in the face. The medic, deputies report, was attempting to provide medical attention on scene there. Johns is charged with third-degree assault. Following processing, he was released with an appearance ticket. Well, the Supreme Court will not hear a challenge to the Food and Drug Administration's regulatory control over vaping products. A vape shop in Missouri called Big Time Vapes wanted the justices to decide if a decision made by Congress to allow the FDA to regulate that industry should stand. The 2009 Tobacco Control Act gives the Secretary of Health and Human Services to determine what tobacco products fall under its purview. The FDA explained the reach of the law to include vapes in 2016. Well, Big Time Vapes unsuccessfully argued any new regulation should be decided by legislators. Well, President Joe Biden rejected a new counteroffer on infrastructure from the Republicans last week, but his transportation secretary says the White House is still hopeful for a bipartisan agreement, despite weeks of negotiation. John Lawrence with more on what's happening in the week ahead.
The Biden White House's infrastructure plan is still under construction.
There are a lot of conversations going on among a lot of members of the Senate, and over on the House side, on Wednesday, there's going to be a markup for a key element of infrastructure policy. So lots going on right now, but still lots of daylight, honestly, between us and our Republican friends.
Despite that daylight, the Transportation Secretary is defending the administration's decision to continue talking with Republicans over going it alone. Democrats and Republicans are still billions of dollars away from securing a deal as the 2022 midterm elections grow closer.
Republicans are going to be talking about defining themselves based on our differences on things like what is infrastructure.
Biden has a paper-thin majority in the Senate, so he needs the backing of key Democratic moderates like Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia to get the package through without Republican support. Manchin says he wants to bridge the gap with the GOP.
We need a bipartisan infrastructure bill. We most definitely need that. And infrastructure is something that's been delayed for far too long by past administrations. So it's time for us to move forward.
But for both sides, the clock is ticking.
And there's not a lot of policy there. This is just numbers. It's helping the country, and we ought to be able to find a resolution on that. If we can't, that spells trouble.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
John, thank you. Aside from the overall price, other sticking points between Biden and Republicans include how to pay for the package and the amount of funds earmarked for roads and bridges. Biden also wants $400 billion to boost caregiving for the elderly population and those with disabilities, while the GOP wants that investment left out. Well, Oreo bid people to make an Oreo offering to aliens with a limited edition alien-themed cookie pack. Take a look. The packaging instructs you to place an Oreo cookie in the center of the package within a clear view of the sky to create your own Oreo offering. It also reads, bringing all life forms together. Oreo gave away 3,000 packages last week. People just had to pay for the shipping and handling. Well, Delish reports all of them were claimed within 3 hours. It also reports the company created a 3-ace wide crop circle of an Oreo at a Kansas farm to go along with this giveaway. It just begs the question, Dakota. Is there alien life out there? It seems like everybody's waiting for this government report that's slated to come out later this month. And I know officials have said that they can't confirm nor deny. And Julie and I were joking before the show today. Anytime in news when you hear that, can't confirm or deny, there's something there. Definitely. Definitely is. Because you just deny it.
I mean, I'm not going to say that there is or isn't. But I mean, who knows? I mean, you know, it's one of those unknowns that we just really don't know if it exists out there or not. And I mean, you know, there's a lot of, you know, theories out there. Well, it does exist and the government knows it and they're just covering it up and all that. I don't know. Again, you know, it goes back to, like, you know, my job. I tell you what I know and I don't tell you what I don't.
Exactly.
So.
It's good to see Kurt, good to see Ed, Lexi, and Gina as well. Either way, we can have a little bit of fun with Oreos. We joke about this quite a bit on the show, how our break room is never fully stocked with Oreos. And
yeah, we don't have Oreos right now.
We don't.
What's up with that?
Right. So calling anybody out there who might be generous, if you want to make a donation to
yes, please.
21 East 3rd Street, we'd be happy for it. But another thing that's really making people happy, speaking of, is the look of City Hall recently. I know some of the viewers earlier in the show were commenting about that in the comments, and the pictures that we're getting is really incredible of it. And I know our friend Kyle sent in a couple over the weekend, right, Dakota?
Yes, Kyle Heelis, who sends in, I think, some of the best viewer pictures we get around here. Kyle sent us this picture of City Hall all lit up in the LGBTQ rainbow colors, and that is a beautiful picture right there. And of course, the lights on City Hall always make it look beautiful, but when they're lit up in a very special color like that, it makes it look even better. So Hunters WX on Twitter, the First Defense weather page on Facebook, and always use that hashtag MyLocalWX. Wherever you send us your pictures, use that hashtag, and that's how we see them in the weather office. The chance of rain here, we actually do need the rain, believe it or not. We still are in a little bit of a rainfall deficit, so about a 50-50 shot of some rain showers today. Those are pop-up rain showers. Again, we calculate rain based on area, so don't be sending the hate mail going, you said it was a 50% chance of rain, it didn't rain, and it rained at my... No. It is based on area. That's how this is calculated. A better chance of rain tomorrow and Wednesday. Then we start to back it down a little bit going into Thursday and Friday, but there still will be the chance for showers and storms through at least much of this week. But it's not going to be all day rain. There should be some dry time in between. Nice day downtown right now, but it's 79 as a noon hour. That's not too bad, but look at the humidity. 67%, a dew point of 67 creates a heat index of 81. So that's what it feels like when you step outside. So yesterday the humidity was moderate. Today, you're really going to feel it as you step outside today. The humidity is up there, so it's sticky, icky kind of humidity out there. Now, the Tarp Skunks are not playing at home yet. That comes up until later in the week, but they do play Niagara Power once again up in Niagara Falls. Hopefully, they'll be able to play this game. I know last week the game was postponed because of wet ground conditions, but 82 at the first pitch at 6 o'clock. It'll be a muggy night, though, for some baseball, down to 77 by the ninth inning, so hopefully the Tarp Skunks will be able to play this game. I know last week, again, the game was postponed because of the bad ground conditions out there. So the satellite and radar composite, nothing showing up across western New York right now, but notice all this. This is a low pressure area that's going to be squeaking by the area. So this, in combination with the humidity, is going to bring us the rain showers over the next few days. So FutureScan paints that idea pretty well. You'll see showers and thunderstorms flaring in the inland areas. A lake breeze today is going to protect the Lake Erie shoreline. So if you're near the Lake Erie shoreline, you'll stay dry. Inland areas will likely see the showers and thunderstorms, and these will likely be slow movers. So you'll likely see some heavy rain out of that. A few more showers and storms this evening, and then those are going to continue through tomorrow. And then watch tomorrow. The coverage of the afternoon showers and thunderstorms increase. So that's why the rain chances have increased for tomorrow. And once again, these could be slow moving storms. So you could get a downpour where it does rain. Saturday is Jamestown's first ever Pride Festival, and this is an early look at the day. Now, 9 a.m. they will have the flag raising at Tracy Plaza at City Hall. 67 degrees. There could be a light rain shower to start, but then the majority of the day should be dry with temperatures in the mid 70s and lower humidity. There could be an afternoon rain shower, but it looks like the best part of the chance of the rain right now will likely be in the morning. We'll keep you updated throughout the week as the forecast changes. So inland areas today likely lower to mid 80s today, but it's going to feel a lot warmer with that humidity. How about the future? The next 7 days of your life are right there. 80 tomorrow, 81 on Wednesday. Locally heavy rainfall tomorrow and Wednesday with those slow moving storms. We're still muggy Thursday. A few showers and storms. Still a little bit humid on Friday. More storms. Saturday again should be mainly dry, and then Sunday, much more refreshing air and should be mainly dry. We'll take a break. Be right back.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
How prepared is your family if a hurricane shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a blizzard? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
It's not just what we say, it's what we do.
Local first. It isn't just our slogan. It's our mindset every single day. So whether you're watching our daily live streams or staying up to date with reports on our website and mobile app, you'll always see the same attention to detail from reporters who passionately care about our community, who have one goal in mind: to always put the facts first.
For me, it's more than just getting the forecast right. What I love the most about my job is that I come into work every day to help break down the weather, letting people know how this is going to impact their day. We take pride that First Defense Weather is the only local weather team in the Southern Tier. We don't just copy and paste our weather from outside sources. Every part of our forecast is handmade right here in-house, something our team really takes pride in.
What matters to you matters to us. Every story, every day. WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. Testicular cancer is the leading form of cancer in men aged 15 to 35.
1 in 250 men will be diagnosed with testicular cancer.
But 98% will survive if detected early.
As a survivor, I believe early detection is the key. Learn how to do a testicular self-exam and other important facts about testicular cancer at oneball4tc.com.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
Welcome back. Jamestown's youth baseball history is now included in the Babe Ruth International Hall of Fame. Last week, the group's board of directors inducted the municipality into its Hall of Fame, noting the area's long history with the sport. Jamestown was first selected to host a Babe Ruth World Series game in August 1980, hosting 15 additional championships since then. The board of directors goes on to say that Jamestown has become the blueprint for other cities to follow, with the area's the first to provide meals for teams, holding an icebreaker picnic and a home run derby. Jamestown is among 200 individual and organizations who have been inducted into the Babe Ruth International Hall of Fame. The city is slated to host its 17th World Babe Ruth Series game from August 14th through the 21st during the league's 40th season. And Dietrich Park there, starting to get some action come later this week. We thank you for joining us for
Coming
WNY
back, baby.
News Now. Yeah, it is so exciting. I can't wait. I'll be there. Christian Reithmiller actually going to be on duty there covering a story. We're going to be hopefully talking to some fans about how much it means to them to be able to be back at the ballpark, and so much will be happening. I can't wait to get my picture with Whiffy, the tarp skunk. I mean, gosh, I've seen him in all these news reports and haven't been able to meet him yet, so it should be
Here's an
exciting.
idea.
Yeah.
When you get your picture taken with Whiffy, you should take a can of air freshener.
Yeah.
And have it pointed like you're going to spray it.
That's a great idea.
And then be like, woo, baby.
I'll bring it from my house. That's a great idea, Dakota. Yeah, gosh. That would be a cute candid. I wonder if they'd put it up on the
I'll take credit for it. Thank you very much.
Dakota, idea. We'll put it in the corner. Idea by Dakota
Yeah.
Hutter.
Yeah, in little tiny little, 9-point Helvetica font.
Yeah.
While Justin's name is in 100 points, very fancy graph,
It's good to see Sheila. Good to see James and Diana as well. Hopefully, you're all having a great day. Let us know what you think about these stories and more in the comments down below, or simply send us a wave. We always love to hear from you and appreciate you tuning in. I want to get a final check of the weather, and I see raindrops falling on your graphic behind you.
Yeah, this is for tonight. Now, again, the most amount of the rain tonight should be this evening. They'll likely taper off overnight, but you're going to need that AC on tonight. 63 to 70 will be the low temperatures tonight. Not much of a breeze to help either, Justin.
Yeah, definitely. Keep them going. I know I got them installed, Dakota. Thank you.
Justin gets paid the big bucks. I don't. So I don't have an air conditioner. I have two fans, one blowing in, one blowing out, plus an oscillating stand
fan.
If you
get a good airflow, though, maybe you can...
Yeah, that's true.
It helps. You could always come here.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I'll buy a cot and set it up right here in the weather office.
News 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. We'll leave you with a live look over Chautauqua Lake. Enjoy the day and stay cool amid this heat wave. We are back tomorrow.
A heat wave, a tropical heat wave.